2 minutes of basketball coming up. Opening tip goes to Poly. Starting lineup for Poly. Number 3, Amani Walker. Number 5, Josiah Lamoth. Number 10, Justin Lewis. Number 11, Raheem Ali. As Justin Lewis scored, as I said his name, in 2024, Ian Wallace. On a steal by Ian Wallace. And he scores on the layup. Early 4-0 lead is a full court press by Baltimore Poly on St. John's. Starting lineup for St. John's, number 3, John Manzi Wilson. Number 4, Darius Maddox. Number 5, Ishmael Leggett. Number 14, Casey Morcell. And number 32, John Mikey Square Jr. Ishmael Leggett on the drive and kick to Casey Morcell for 3. Off the and the friendly home bounce for Casey Morcell.
That's a home court advantage right there. Casey Morcell has hit some big corner threes on this network. Gets one to get his team on the board.
If you're just joining us, this is the final game of the, almost a turnover there, the More Than Basketball St. John's Invitational. Ooh, big block. Oh no, we got a jump ball. St. John's.
Yeah, great block. Lewis had to kind of gather himself and had to go back up, and that gave the defense some time to get the jump ball.
Number 10, Justin Lewis, has offers from Maryland, Marquette, and Seton Hall. Ooh, it's almost a steal. We got a foul on Raheem Ali.
Yeah, we got a little scouting report on Justin Lewis. He was compared, if you watched the High School Sports Showcase a lot, he's compared to Terrence Williams, who plays with Gonzaga, who's featured a lot, was featured last night, actually right here on St. John's Court, playing against the Cadets for Gonzaga. He's compared to him, probably a better version of him in terms of the size, but also the athleticism to score down low.
Coach Behan and the Cadets suffered a heartbreaking loss in the WCAC last night to Gonzaga, 56-53.
Yeah, they were up double digits.
Oh, man. But talking to Coach before the game, he said that's why he's happy they're playing again tonight. Another chance to turn it around for the Cadets here. Ali with the pull-up and a little dance after the fact. Still full-court press. St. John's able to break it. We got another foul on Raheem Ali. That's 2 fouls, a reach-in on him.
And I'm sure in Baltimore, you could probably get away with a foul like that. It's probably a little bit more scrappy, but probably in WCAC action, they're going to call it a little bit tighter. 2
quick fouls for Ali. He'll have to sit. In for Ali is number 1, Raymond English, 10th grader, 5'8" guard. Maddox with the ball in the corner, and the 3-pointer's off the mark. Rebound, Justin Lewis going the other way. English on the drive. He kicks it out. Almost lost the ball there. Justin Lewis with the fake 3 on the drive. The Euro step, and he scores on the layup. Nice move by Lewis to avoid the contact and get the foul, Yannick.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of his game early on. Getting rebounds and also the athleticism to avoid that contact to get the layup.
The 2 best players on the court were just checking each other. Justin Lewis with the rebound on that missed 3. Talking about Casey Morcell and Justin Lewis playing defense on each other. English over to Lamoth. Back to English. Off the mark for 3. St. John's with the rebound. Maddox using the pick. Little floater off the mark. Rebound for St. John's. Going back up with it is Ishmael Leggett. He misses. Justin Lewis with another rebound.
Yeah,
so got like 5 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, man. High low.
Calling for the ball in the post. Morcell with the steal. Going the other way. Casey Morcell with the pull-up 3.
Love it.
Bang, bang, bang. Woo! A big 3-pointer by Casey Morcell, and he's pumped as a timeout is called by St. John's.
And
They're still down 2.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Behan, especially with Poly being aggressive with their trap, want to get the timeout right there to kind of reorganize themselves. They were able to.
In between Baltimore Poly and St. John. You know, St. John's blew them out. This game may be a little more competitive in the boys' game.
Yeah, and
slow down Baltimore Poly, but you know, that first game, the girls' game between Baltimore Poly and St. John, you know, St. John's blew them out. This game may be a little more competitive in the boys' game.
yeah, and we have great players. Also, we had great players in the girls' game as well. But Justin Lewis, who you said, Coach Turgeon gave him an offer. I believe it was in his freshman year or early in the sophomore year. So he has been an impressive prospect here locally.
Smart coach in Turgeon to give him an offer. Especially, you got to get the Maryland products to Maryland if you can.
Keep him home. A lot too many go way out.
English to Wallace. Brown, oh, steal. The steal by Ishmael Leggett, and he throws it down. Little soft dunk.
You know, I love Ishmael Leggett's game. Came on strong last year, now in the starting role here.
The drive by Ali, misses a layup. Rebound, Kim Brown, back to Ali. Pulls it out. Justin Lewis, the deep two, off the mark on the front of the rim. And we got a foul called on Kim Brown.
Coach Brand is incredulous.
Maybe not used to this WCAC reffing, Yannick.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice little move by Maddox. Casey Morcell with the layup. The first lead of the game for St. John's, 10-8.
Morcell with a quick 8 points to start this game.
He scored all of the points for St. John's, almost all of the points for St. John's so far. Ali to Brown, loses control of the ball, regains it, tries to dribble between defenders, and he's called for travel.
Now, if you are Poly, now you got to regain your composure. St. John's has countered your first initial run. They've taken the lead. You've got to regain. You got to keep the composure. You got to play tough defense that you did earlier on.
Woo, the high layup is off the mark there for Manzi. Ali going the other way, trying to break down his defender, almost loses control of the ball. Gets it to Raymond English. English on the drive. Did he get a little English off the rim? No. No good. St. John's going the other way. Devin Dunn. Ooh, and a big block.
That's your boy, Lewis.
Justin Lewis with the block, and then a closeout on defense for the corner three. Great defense going the other way. The pull-up jumper by Ian Wallace.
It's amazing when you play great defense on that end, how it leads to easy buckets on the other end.
Lewis versus Morcell. Oh, and a big block by Lewis after driving past Morcell. Lewis recovers with the block. Ali going the other way. Whoop, he finds Raymond English for three.
And look at that, you get a great defensive play to swing the momentum, and then you get a quick 5-0 run.
It's early in this ball game, 1:40 to go in this first quarter, but St. John's may have all they can handle here in this final game of the first annual More Than Bold. Justin Lewis with a big block and a stare down on St. John's. Ishmael Leggett. He's a beast. I don't know if the ref saw that. You're not supposed to stare down a player like that.
I'm sure they're like, no, you earned it after those 2 blocks. You can stare down a little bit, only a little bit.
Oh, man.
Maybe he's looking at the ball or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. But Baltimore Poly has come to play here. They have engineered an early lead, 13-10.
I see what you did there.
You did like it. They're called engineers. Ha-ha. We'll see what happens in this final minute Justin Lewis guarded by Marcel, backing him down with the turnaround fadeaway jumper. Smooth jumper. And he's got a little something to say to Marcel, too. This is going to be quite a competitive game.
I wonder if they know each other.
They must. Maryland's not too far from us. About 3. Oh, nice, great dribble over the defender there, but he couldn't make it go down for Manzi Wilson. Going the other way, Justin Wilson to the number 1 player, Raymond English. Off the mark on a 3 there. Casey Marcel going the other way, trying to go behind the picks. Little spin move for the baby floater, and that's good. Woo! Ed Hill on camera, he liked that.
10 for nod there. 10 for Marcel, 6 for Lewis with the 2 blocks.
The 3 ball by Ian Wallace off the mark. St. John's recovers, less than 10 to go, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Casey Marcel trying to break down Justin Lewis. May go for the deep 3. Is it good? And it's off the mark to end the first quarter. In the guess, Baltimore Poly beating St. John's at the end of one, 15-12. You're watching Monumental Sports Network's High School Basketball Showcase presented by WGL. Tune in each week for some of the best high school
and Poly coming out with a 3-point lead. Great first quarter.
Oh, man, that was
great high energy. The fans are into it. Saw a couple fans standing with a couple of the moves by St.
First annual More Than Basketball St. John's Invitational. And, boy, this is going to be a good one to end this first annual event. Baltimore Poly in blue, St. John's in gray. Justin Lewis right now with the ball in his hand. He's being guarded by John Mikey Square, and a nice layup. Woo! Raymond English putting English on the ball on that layup.
He's been a spark plug for this Poly team coming off the bench.
Yes, he has, especially with Ali getting into foul trouble.
Yeah.
They seem to be a much more active, longer team. Mikey trying to back down Lewis. Great defense. And we got a travel called on Mikey. And Baltimore bench is pumped.
Great defense by Poly. Justin Lewis holding his ground on the back down by Square Jr. And I think that kind of threw him off guard, and that's where the travel came out.
That was an old school move. Just back up and let him just travel on his own. All right, Baltimore Poly in blue with the 5-point lead. A minute out of that second quarter. Justin Lewis with the back down, turnaround layup, no good. Baltimore Poly with the rebound, though. The deep 2 is good for Lewis. And he's got more for St. John's. Woo, almost a block. What do we have? A foul on that shot. Foul called on number 3, Amani Walker, the senior forward. Two free throws for Darius Maddox. He misses the first one.
Just want to talk a little bit about Poly. Sam Brand, he's been, I think it's 8th or 9th year coaching Poly. He went to Poly. When he got there, they never had a winning season. 2017, they win the state championship. 2018, Justin Lewis comes over. They win another state championship. He's got his team rolling. A traditional football power, not really known for their basketball.
Back-to-back championships.
Great play.
Ooh, and the big 3 for Baltimore Poly. And they built a 9-point lead over St. John's. St. John's coming off of a tough WCAC loss last night to Gonzaga. And the nice answer for Jalen Abbott. Much needed 3 from the senior guard. Much needed.
Yeah, Poly was going on a nice run, feeling themselves.
Josiah Lamoth to Justin. Inside.
Good kick.
Amani Walker.
Good
Then out
kick.
for the 3 for Poly.
Is that James again?
The 3's off the mark there for St. John's. Poly can extend their lead. Amani Walker on the drive.
Oh, wow.
And he hits the layup. Has a little something to say. Has a little something to say to St. John's. The turnaround jumper is good for Jalen Abbott. So twice he's answered the call of Poly. And we got a timeout called by Coach Brand of Poly. A full timeout. Poly has a 9-point lead, 27-18. Man, Yannick, this game is going fast. And in some ways, maybe getting out of hand fast for St. John's.
Yeah, I think St. John's doesn't want it to be at who does a lot of the NBC Sports Washington. They did not have a winning record at all in his first 6 seasons at Poly.
So Bryce Lindsey with the ball in his hand. He's hit a couple of threes here to really spark Poly. Hit 2 of the last 3 big buckets for them. Trying to be like a Steph Curry type, huh?
Yeah.
St. John's thought they would get that ball.
Now
They'll go back to Poly.
I'm trying to see what defense that St. John's is playing.
Man-to-man?
I would think so, but like Casey Morcell was camped in the lane on that last possession.
Lamoth to Bryce. Oh, air ball on the 3. And the shot clock violation. St. John's with a chance to cut into Poly's lead. Jalen Abbott with the spin move and the jumper. He couldn't get the friendly roll. So Poly's going the other way. Ooh,
oh boy.
Bryce Lindsey slipped there.
That's tough.
Ishmael Leggett, and he's fouled hard by Kim Brown. And he'll go to the line.
You got to wipe the floor. I don't know.
Yeah, may have to clean the floor a little bit. Bryce Lindsey slipped on the floor.
You talked earlier about Coach Behan wanted to play with seemingly 24 hours after they had the tough loss to Gonzaga. I was wondering if maybe that could also bite them because he just had an emotional loss.
Yeah.
That maybe you're
reeling a little bit.
You're reeling a little bit. So then you have a Poly team that you don't really know that much about coming in, and they kind of jump on you and surprise you, as we're seeing right here with the 8-point lead.
Missed free throw there for St. John's. So going the other way. Justin Lewis being guarded by Abbott. Woo, trying to break him down. Little spin move jumper on the block by Abbott. Abbott with the block going the other way. Is he going to go coast to coast from offense to defense? No foul call, excuse me. And we got a travel by Casey Morcell. So Coach Behan maybe decides to try to switch on defense, not to have Casey Morcell have to work so hard on both ends of the court.
Yeah, that's a very good strategy by Coach Behan.
But Baltimore was playing with such confidence in this game. St. John's playing on their home court.
Well, when you're the two-time reigning state champions in Class 3A, you would come in there. I'm sure they have no fear coming into St. John's in this historic gymnasium and showing what they can in this game. Couple more buckets, you cut this lead. I think you want to try to say, hey, let's get it to under 5 going into halftime.
Phillip, with the guys that are mopping up the floor, you must get younger. They're ball kids in the NBA mopping up the floor. You got grown men mopping the floor here. I thought we were going to get a travel. Coach Behan wanted travel on Raheem Ali. Still has the ball in his hand. Little jump step, no good on the layup. St. John's with the rebound. Casey Morcell with the ball in his hand. He'll be going to Virginia next year. The kick out and the steal for Ian Wallace. And then he has the ball stolen again, going the other way. Manzi Wilson with the layup.
That was all created by Morcell. Speaking of Virginia, playing good defense, making Wallace have to pass the ball. That's what you want to do on the fast break. Make him make a pass. You never know what would happen. They got the turnover that time. Ooh,
almost another turnover for Poly. Justin with the nice cut. Oh, and a layup. Beautiful look to Josiah Lamoth for the layup. Precision passing by Justin Lewis there. 8-point lead. Inside, and a block by Justin Lewis. But he stepped on the line.
Told the ref, good call.
EJ, good call, good call. Yannick, you would have been happy to high five. You'd be like,
yeah. I would have been feeling myself a little bit.
Yannick is a referee.
I mean, you never get any type of positive reinforcement at these games, so I'll take whatever I can get.
St. John's needs some positive reinforcement here with the bucket scored. No, we got a jump ball. Victory Naboya ended up getting a jump ball.
A good play by Lamoth getting in there. Scrappy player.
He is.
Mixing it up.
Oh, boy, lost ball there. Luckily, Baltimore Poly wasn't paying attention. We got a foul called. John Manzi Wilson fouling Amani Walker.
So you can't see the scoreboard. That was the first foul on St. John's in this game, and the Baltimore Poly fans applauding the referees.
Maybe it was after the positive reinforcement.
Yeah, there you
Justin
go.
Lewis gave
I
a
was
little
like,
dap.
we'll give you one here.
Okay. All right. English to Ali. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ali on the drive and the floater called the bank. The bank is open. Casey Morcell. Ooh, he makes the tough layup. Quick basket by St. John's. 1:10 in this first half. Ali thought better of trying to shoot that three. English trying to break down his defender off the pick. The pull-up, well off the mark. St. John's with the rebound. Morcell going the other way. Morcell off the pick. Oh, I thought I was going to pull up for the three there. Savage. Take that, says Devin Savage.
There you go. Need one more
stop.
stop.
5-point game.
Yeah, need one more stop if you're St. John's right here. Probably get the ball for the last shot.
10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Let's see what Poly can do here. English into Justin Lewis.
Yeah.
And they call a charge. We get a little activity there. We get a tech on Victory Naboya for jumping in there. Justin Lewis was kind of standing. Coach Brand running out onto the court. The coach is getting into it. They didn't like how Justin Lewis was standing over Morcell on that charge. The refs are really going to have to take control of this game here.
I mean, I like when Lewis put his hands up like, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to go. So, I mean, it's a competitive game. You want to kind of protect your home court, protect your players. Good job by the refs to call the quick tech to try to get control back and get guys to be calm.
You know, I talked to Coach Brand about if Baltimore gets like overlooked by DC basketball. He said no, DC has the better players. But I get the feeling in this game, that's exactly what's happening. Baltimore came in here and said, we got game.
Yeah.
DC, y'all might think you have the better players, but we got game, and we're going to prove it to you tonight, and it's been really heated.
And Baltimore, I mean, DC, yes, right now probably has better talent that you would say. I mean, with the DeMathas, PVI, and all these, and then there's hidden talent, hidden gems all over DMV, but Baltimore has been a hotbed for basketball for years. You have the Dunbar Poets, which is a historical team in its own right. There's a pipeline to Georgetown right here in D.C. So Baltimore has had great players. Sam Cassell, who I know you're friendly with, from Baltimore as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent in Baltimore, and they want to show themselves.
So we got the first foul is on Amani Walker, number 3. Then we got a technical foul on Victory Naboya. So that's why Raheem Ali is shooting the free throws. But I'm a little confused because I didn't hear anything about the foul called on Justin Lewis for the charge.
I think, well, that doesn't matter. It's going to be because of tech. So I guess they do fouls in order. So it would have been St. John's ball, but because of the tech now, it's going to be back to Pollard.
All right. So a 7-point lead for Poly. 10 seconds on the game clock to end this first half. Let's see what Poly's going to do. 4, 3, 2. Raheem Ali with the floating layup is a beautiful shot. A little English on that, if you will.
He learned from his teammate.
Yeah. Woo, had a little dance at the end. As Poly goes into the locker room with a 9-point lead over St. John's, 35-26. So a little bit of drama there at the end, Yannick. Looking forward to the second half.
And that was a big swing. It was about to be St. John's ball. They're about to have a chance to cut it to under 5. But then you get the tech, and then they get the free throws, and then the basket at the end. So instead of a potentially 3 or 2-point deficit at halftime, now it's a 9-point deficit for St. John's.
All right, we're going to take a break here on Monumental Sports Network for the first annual More Than Basketball St. John's Invitational here on the campus of St. John's College High School. And we will be right back. All right, welcome back to St. John's College High School as we get set for the final half. In this first possession, I feel like that's going to be key for St. John's on the defensive and offensive end, Yannick, if they could kind of start this game off with a great defensive stop in the basket to kind of get their rhythm back. Ali on the jumper, off the mark.
Gotta get the boards.
For the rebound. Poly's got it. Got a jump ball.
Well, that's not a great way to start if you're at St. John's. You get the stop, but then Poly out-hustles you for the rebound, and you can't have that happen. That's the number one way to fall in a game like this.
You got a timeout called by Poly to keep from getting a jump ball. Monumental Sports Network subscribers can now access. Oh, Casey Morcell with the steal. That's a great defensive play. Let's see what he does on offense. Leggett for 3. It's a 6-point game. Great first start. Need a couple more stops to get back into it. We'll see if Poly is fazed by the increased defense. We got the foul by Leggett.
Yeah, Leggett trying to play good defense after his big 3. He had a quiet first half offensively, only 3 points. So good to see him getting into it now.
All right, so here we go. Raheem Ali. With the ball in his hands. Gets it to Justin Lewis on a layup, no good. fight for the rebound. It'll be St. John's ball. So another opportunity for St. John's to cut into this lead as John Manzi Wilson Casey Morcell backing it out. The drive by Darius Maddox is no good. Poly with the rebound. Going the other way. Ali. The pull-up. No good. Oh, almost had an opportunity to get that ball back. Lamoth just couldn't control it. It goes out of bounds to St. John's. Full court defense by Poly. Wilson. Morcell. Swinging it around.
Good cut.
Good cut. Not a very good shot, though. Ooh. Manzi goes down, and they call a foul. A foul on number 10, Justin Lewis.
I want to see
Coach
what
Brand
he did.
does not like that foul. I don't know about that one either.
He was going for the... I don't know. Hey, the ref was right there. He has a better advantage than I do, so he saw something we didn't.
And then the bucket by St. John, so now it's a 4-point game. The bench is up, trying to pump up the Cadets here. No full court press by Ishmael Leggett. We got another foul on Justin Lewis. That's his third foul. And Coach Brand wants another timeout. He's not happy with the calls here.
I mean, I think it's a good timeout because you got to...
Poly. They just 15 of 24.
8 points still. Mm-hmm. So we're able to get great contributions from pretty much everybody on their team that got in the game.
So let's see how Baltimore Poly responds. Man-to-man defense here.
Oh, that pass.
Oh, the steal. Justin Lewis. Back to Ali. Decides to pull it back. Looks across court to Ian Wallace for three. Bang, bang, bang. What an answer for Poly.
Yeah.
After that timeout, they get a turnover and a three-pointer. Casey Morcell on the drive. Oh, a beautiful layup by Casey. He was almost falling down on that, but still got it to go. Muscle. Hashtag muscle. All right, 5-point lead for Poly. Ali to Walker. Inside to Lewis. Backing down. Morcell missed the layup there. Got a rebound by St. John's going the other way. Casey Morcell. The ball in his hands. Pulls up for three. Off the mark. Justin Lewis the rebound. Ali to Lewis. Face the three on the drive.
Great.
Finds Lamoth. Oh, and a big block. No, they call a foul on John Mikey Square Jr.
Justin Lewis is so in control with everything he does. And a lot of people think, oh, if I'm fast and I'm unstoppable. No, if you're in control and if your game is smooth, the game just comes so easy to you. So he had the pump fake, drive into the lane, bring the defense to you, was able to get it to number 5, Lamoth. I mean, just everything just looks so smooth and effortless for Lewis.
It's like he's slow. He's not fast at all.
And but you see players in the NBA that can really control their movement, their speed of their movement, and they're able to just be in control and explode really fast. Those are the guys that really take their game to the next level.
So the free throw by Lamoth, he comes out of the game. Raymond English comes in for him. It's a 6-point lead for Baltimore Poly in blue against St. John's, the home team, in gray.
Our guy English was the firecracker for the Poly team in the first half.
Devin Dunn now in the game for St. John's. Woo, little breakdown off the pick. And the three is good for Devin Dunn. And he has a little something to say to Raymond English.
I was wondering if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Boy, I wish we could have a mic on some of these players. Put a headset on them. I don't know what they say.
You would be the one to put a mic like right there in the middle of the court.
I want to hear it all. And I'm sure you do as you're watching this on Monumental Sports Network. You know, just push you more in the game. That's all it does. We'll have to think about that. All right, Ali. Oh, the turnaround jumper over Mosell's no good. What a putback by Lewis. Didn't let the ball touch the ground. Just lifted it up with one hand on the layup.
That boy good.
He is good. Oh, and a beautiful layup for Leggett to answer Lewis. We got chance of defense on one side, offense on the other.
Yeah, St. John's bench is up. They're in this game big time.
They are. Ooh, Leggett not called for the foul there, fortunately. Trying to get the ball to Justin Lewis, no good. English, back to Lewis, trying to break down his man. Kicked it out to Ian Wallace off the mark for three. Going the other way, Devin Dunn for St. John's. Woo, baby, what you talking about with the spin move for the layup. Woo! That was a beautiful play by Devin Dunn. And it's a one-point game. St. John's back in it, 41-40. Let's see if Polly can answer. Ali on the drive. What a move. And the foul's called on St. John's. Where's replay? Show that Devin Dunn again. Little spin move. English off the glass.
We'll bring it out for the second annual More Than Basketball Tournament, okay? We'll put a Christmas wish right to Santa. He hasn't left yet. But, I mean, we could have asked for a better basketball game on the scholastic level than what we're seeing right now. Both teams, high-level play, spin moves, putbacks, great defense, better offense. This is all you could want.
Ali hits both free throws. Still a one-possession game, though. Devin Dunn almost lost the ball.
Yeah.
These players
English got it back.
Faces. They got it back.
English like, I got something to say to you. I love it. Great competition, and I like the refs.
No, the ref, boy, you better watch out, Yannick.
Not calling niggas, hey, it's competition, say a little thing and keep it moving.
All right, we'll see what happens here. English. Kicked it to Bryce, to Lewis. Morcell and English fight for the ball. Ali on the drive with the pull-up jumper. No good. St. John's with the rebound.
Good box out by Casey
Jalen Abbott going the other way. Still a one-possession game. Jalen Abbott on the drive, and we got a foul on the ground. Let's see who that's on. Maybe the reach-in by Bryce Lindsey. No,
yeah.
Number 11, Raheem Ali with the foul.
Somebody reached. Is that third?
That's Ali's third. It'll be interesting to see if Coach decides to keep him in. You foul out with 5. With 3, that's not good. Yeah, he's going to pull him.
Yeah, need him for that fourth quarter.
Ooh, an up and under layup. Raheem Ali. Let's see what St. John's can do here. Devin Dunn over to Morcell. Morcell on the drive. Ooh, an up and under layup. Oh, yeah, he's yelling at Justin Lewis. These guys are, boy, these refs, they're going to have to watch out now.
I don't know. I like it.
Ooh. Nice defense by Abbott. The St. John's crowd is standing up, clapping. The bench is clapping. Let's see if Polly can weather this storm. Justin Lewis has been quiet in this second half.
Yes, he has.
Almost a turnover. Now we get a turnover. Casey Morcell with the steal. Down 1 and the ball in his hand, and he drives, and he hits the layup. St. John's goes up 1, and he says, this is my house. Casey Morcell saying, this is my house. and we got a timeout by Baltimore Poly. Down 1 as the St. John's crowd is
in the pace that they wanted. For Poly, they got to get back.
For Baltimore Poly, hit a couple of big shots too.
I'm sorry, I said Murray, it's Lindsay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know what you, I figured that's who you meant. But the other thing,
put the team on his back, so to speak, on the offensive end.
Something's happening on the court.
Is it condensation?
Pulling off some tape or something off the court. All right, Baltimore Poly down for the first time in this quarter. Let's see what they do here. Coach put Ali back in the game. Deep three off the mark for Justin in St. John's. Casey Marcel, ball in his hands. Headed to UVA next year, playing at the next level, showing that he can be a leader. Oh, and he misses a layup on the drive. Woo, almost a swing. That was almost good by Kim Brown. Oh, boy. Did the refs not see that missed punch?
I think they're going to say, hey, he was just, doing the little.
No, he was not. No, he was not.
Yeah, they looked like Tyson Fury out there.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder.
The refs haven't seemed to do much in this game in the way of trying to control the players' emotions in only one technical so far. But I've seen about 4 opportunities they could have given somebody one, but so be it. Here we go. Two-second differential from the game clock and shot clock. Lewis off the mark for 3. Rebound by Poly, and we got a foul on St. John's. Good sportsmanship, trying to pick him up.
Yeah, the shooting percentage for Poly has plummeted in this quarter. They've missed some wide open shots, especially down the stretch just now. The ball, the rim is shrinking for them. They need to see the ball go through to kind of regain their mojo.
5 seconds on the game clock to end this third period. Let's see what St. John's can do as they try to extend this lead. A lot of substitutions, going on.
And people are confused. Tony doesn't even have his jersey tucked in. He's like, I didn't even know I was coming back in, coach.
Victory. Naboya in the game. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Leggett puts up the deep 3 off the back of the rim. So we in the third quarter with St. John's regaining the lead, 44-33. In the third quarter with St. John's regaining the lead, 44-33. Fans, as you are witnessing one of the best games of this More Than Basketball St. John's Invitational, the home team, the host for this tournament, first annual tournament, they're trying to get a win over Baltimore Poly. Let's see what happens in this fourth quarter. They're up 1 and with the ball. Casey Marcel on the drive, kicks it over to Manzi Wilson, who gets stuck with the ball under the basket. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, missed layup, fight for the ball. St. John's lost it out of bounds. Now Baltimore Poly's ball. All right, here we go. Raheem Ali with the ball in his hands. Gets it to Amani Walker, back to Ali on the drive. Thinks better of it, gets it back to Walker.
Poly's energy is not the same from the first half.
Trying to get it to Justin. Justin for the 3. He's off the mark. And the rebounds goes St. John's way. The
Great
three-pointer by Manzi Wilson's off the mark. Justin Lewis with the rebound. Yeah, Justin Lewis seems frustrated with himself, trying to get back in the action.
There you
The
go.
three-pointer
Great
by
pass.
Ian Wallace is off the mark. St. John's again with the rebound. That's 2 straight missed three-pointers. And the wide open lane.
Oh, they called
But
a
a
foul.
big block, and they called a foul.
Where? Oh,
On
no.
Amani Walker, are you serious?
Well, he's not really arguing, so I guess.
No. That was a straight-up block on Abbott. Abbott thought he had a wide-open dunk.
I think the
Yannick, you would have been on that other opposite sideline. I'd love to hear you try to explain that one.
I would be in the corner, curled up, just trying to hide.
All right, here we go. Another free throw for Jalen Abbott to extend St. John's lead to 3. Poly's got to really regroup here.
Yeah.
You know, these first 3 quarters, they went by fast. Not many possessions for either team.
Oh, great.
Whoa,
Great
what
trap.
happened there? Great trap. Justin Lewis wasn't paying attention. Abbott with the layup. Oh, I thought I was going to get my dunk call. Didn't get it. Didn't get it there. Justin Lewis seemed to lose composure a little bit. He was looking at the ref for something about a pick. Ali on the drive, and we get a foul call
Yeah, I wonder
on
if
Manzi Wilson.
I wonder if the fouls on Abbott in the third quarter, even though he had the offensive foul, I wonder if that has got him off of his game and he's trying to, he's being too rigid right now because he doesn't want to pick up another foul.
Yeah, that may be a possibility. The 3-ball off the mark again for Poly. St. John's going the other way. Wilson on the drive. No call.
You got to go if you're Paul. You got to go.
Yeah. Going inside, trying to get him active.
That's where they should go. That's where they got to go.
And a follow rebound. He thought he was fouled on that. Finally, Justin Lewis gets his first bucket of the second half, I believe. And we got a foul called.
No,
a timeout call by St. John's. Wonder if Coach can sense a little bit of momentum shift. Poly's gaining a little confidence. The next game for St. John's is against Rock Creek Christian, coming up Wednesday right here on.
A lot of coaching, especially these days, is more about managing. It's really managing the egos, knowing this is a kid I can yell at, this is a kid I need to hug, and knowing the difference and making sure everybody buys in.
All right, let's see what happens here. We got a zone defense for Poly. Is that a 3-2 zone? Looks like a 3-2 zone against St. John's to slow them down a little bit. Let's see how the Cadets can react. The deep 3 for Wilson's off the mark, but they get the rebound.
That's a problem with the zone. You're susceptible to rebounds. Are they at a 2-3 zone now?
Yeah, now it's switched to a 2-3. The drive by Leggett over to Wilson. Wilson on the drive. Can't find anything. Pulls it back out. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Loses control of the ball. We got a loose ball. Recovered by Poly. And Ali has the ball going the other way. Great hands by Ian Wallace to come up with that ball. Trying to get Justin Lewis going again.
Yeah, they want that right in the post. They want the mismatch. Ooh.
Oh, boy. I thought he was going to get a call on that contact. Maybe Justin Lewis was looking for it a little bit instead of just going up strong with it. Thinks he's going to get the steal. That wasn't a smart move because, Casey Morcell got open but couldn't convert there. Now we got Justin Lewis going the other way. And a hard foul. The hard foul on Justin. He's okay as he goes to the line. Still a one-possession game. 2 free throws here for Justin. Well, he tried to make it on SportsCenter with that play. But St. John seemed to be playing a little soft, timid in that first half, and they woke up and realized, no, we got to play hard.
Yeah, this is a game. You got to be scrappy. You got to play with energy. You're not going to just run away with it. basketball, we think that it's a non-contact game. No, this is a contact game. You got to be grimy a little bit. You got to be scrappy. You got to get
this ain't your James Naismith kind of basketball.
No peach baskets out here. This is tough, gritty. And I'm sure, we talked earlier in the other games, this the private-public thing. The public school wants to prove, like, hey, we belong up there with when they talk about the best schools in the area.
Justin Lewis missed 2 free throws.
Let's see if that
comes. Yeah, and that could come back to bite him. It's a tight ball game. You can't be missing free throws now. And we got a 2-3 zone still against St. John's. Baltimore Poly fans chanting defense. Abbott for 3 off the mark. The rebound. Back out to Baltimore Poly. And the layup is no good by Lamothe. Going the other way.
Yeah, Poly.
Leggett gets it to Morcell, yeah.
Poly has blown a couple of transition opportunities to cut into this deficit. Got the free throws and the layup right here. You got to convert those.
Morcell thought about a 3 on the drive. Kick out. Great defense by Wallace. It'll be St. John's ball.
Well, look at the shot clock. Only 1.
1 second on the shot clock. So Coach Brand was saying, watch out for the lob. Let's see what they do here.
Ooh.
No good on the 3. So it's still a 3-point game. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Ali over to Lewis. Lewis on the drive.
Great decision.
The second time he got the putback layup. Trying to pad his stats, get some rebounds. And we got a timeout by Coach Behan, probably not happy. With the way that Lewis is getting those second chance points. Offers from Marquette, Seton Hall, Maryland.
He is a scrappy guy. He's a hard worker. Went to Poly, graduated in '99, went to Morgan State, came back to his alma mater, and has built this program up in his 9 years there.
All right, let's see if he can build on this comeback. Ooh, nice fake by Leggett. No good on the layup. Rebound. Baltimore Poly. They're only down 1, a chance to take the lead here on this possession. 2:30 to go in the game. Ali on the drive. And the
fake.
Beautiful pull-up. Tired legs. Ali over to Lewis. Lewis on the spin move layup. Ooh. No good, but Abbott's called for the foul. Yeah. So Justin Lewis back at the free throw line. He missed his last 2.
Yep, we've had a lot of misses. These kids are going to have to dig deep. Your legs are tired. This is a gym that doesn't feel too bad for us up here, but I'm sure it's kind of hot down there for them. They're going to have to dig deep, get a little bit get a little bit more height on their jump shot. All these shots have been short in this quarter for both teams.
So Lewis ties the ball game here at 48 with just over 2 minutes to go. I see my man down here in the Baltimore Poly. Looks like he's streaming the game, watching our stream, and watching the game live.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Baltimore Poly, 1-point lead on the free throws by Justin Lewis. That's what big players do, make big shots. Yes. And Leggett with a 3 from the top of the key. Bang, bang, bang. A 2-point lead for St. John's, a home team. Let's see if Poly can answer here. Man-to-man defense by St. John's, and we got a foul called on the shot. Amani Walker on the drive to the basket. The 6'8 senior going to the line.
Yeah, Poly has made some great decisions down the stretch. Not taking the 3, but doing the little ball fake, getting to the cup, getting the foul, getting the easy. Well, let me not say easy, but the free shots.
The free shots. There you go. Let's see what happens here. And he makes the first one. 2 straight games St. John's has played in this gym. And this is the second tough game in as many nights for them. Hopefully they can come out with a W this time, losing to Gonzaga last night by 3. Let's see what happens here on this second free throw. A chance to tie it up again. In the senior
Are they doing the
forward.
press? Oh, wow, okay.
Whoa, full court defense. Devin Dunn back in the game. First time seeing him in this second half. Spark plug of that second quarter. Casey Morcell trying to figure out what to do against, I guess they're going 2-3 zone.
No, it's a man-to-man.
It's a man-to-man. Whoa, no foul called on that.
Good no call.
Good no call. Leggett kicks it
Yeah,
out. Oh, we got a charge. We got a charge on Leggett.
Even better call.
And Polly gets the ball back with 1:18 to go. The Baltimore crowd is up on their feet. Undertones of private St. John's versus the public Baltimore Poly.
And just great clutch plays by both teams, and not just offensively, defensively, to stand in there and take that charge in a crisp.
Gets the ball in play. Raheem Ali, the junior guard.
Oh, we got my
Gets
man.
it to Raymond English.
Yeah, he's in the game.
Over to Walker.
Oh, great cut.
Oh, the great cut. Oh!
Oh, he missed it.
It was a great cut, but Ali couldn't hold on.
Great play.
Walker's unhappy about that call. About that play. 1:03 to go in this game. Tie ball game in the fourth period. More than basketball. We've seen some great drama here. Baltimore versus DC. Oh, we got a timeout for St. John's. Casey Morcell, the great senior. Casey Morcell and Justin, they're jawing the game.
What they're going to try to take away that St. John's wants to do. If I'm St. John's, I've seen this act before. They love to get Casey Morcell in the corner for that corner three-pointer. He's hit so many of them on this network, especially. That's it. That's his specialty. So probably want to get the ball to Leggett, let him be a playmaker, and get it to Casey Morcell.
All right, let's see what we got here. 57 seconds left. 51-51, the fourth quarter. Ishmael Leggett, Casey Morcell, Darius Maddox, and John Manzi Wilson for St. John's. As a Baltimore crowd chants defense for Baltimore, we got Ian Wallace, Amani Walker, Raheem Ali.
Whoa.
Lamont, the deep three off the mark by Casey Morcell. He gets a rebound. And a new shot clock. 10-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 34 seconds on the game clock, 22 seconds on the shot clock. And Justin Lewis also on the court for Baltimore Poly. Let's see what they do here. They're going to hold.
Plenty of time for St. John's to get a good shot.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Leggett on the drive, gets trapped on the baseline.
Good hands.
And we almost got a turnover.
Oh, boy.
Justin Abbott, 3 seconds on the shot clock, pulls up for three.
Whoa!
Shot! Bang! 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 What you talking about? Oh, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Jalen Abbott looks at that bitch of Baltimore Poly and says, what? What you got? Shot clock going down. I'm hitting the big shot. Hold up. Let's pull the players back. Let's get back.
Yeah, if you're Manzi Wilson, and now the coaches are getting into it. But I think he's probably like, the coach is saying, hey, don't touch my players. You talk to your players.
Yeah.
Which is what it's supposed to be.
And that's what it should have been. There's no reason.
But Wilson did wrong. You got the lead. You don't got to say anything. Get back to your bench and celebrate. But he touched Justin Wilson. I don't know why he did that. Just go back to your bench.
Exactly.
But then you have that. Then the coaches come in, and now we have a problem. We have 9 seconds. Don't ruin the game. Let's adults be adults right now, and let the kids decide the game. You don't want to be the one to get a technical and ruin this great game. Let the kids play.
And they will definitely play. At the very least, we're getting 9 more seconds in this game. My voice is getting hoarse. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. What a game between St.
Abbott.
John's and Baltimore Poly.
I can't say it on the air, but it was a Baltimore player, Sam Cassell, that had to dance. I think that applies to Abbott right there with 4 seconds on the shot clock to shoot that three. But he shot it with confidence. He had perfect form. He went up, and when he let it go, even though it was a deep three, I was like, oh, that's a good shot.
Wow.
And he was nothing but net.
Abbott, the senior guard for St. John's with the big three.
Oh,
9 seconds left. Let's see what Raheem Ali's going to do here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh!
Raheem Ali, what you talking about? Baltimore in the house. And it's a tie ball game.
And
it's a tie ball game.
Good job, Poly. They're trying to get their players back on their side of the court. On their side of the court. Good job by the coaches to do that.
Big, hard, big bucket for Raheem Ali.
We're breaking the levels of our speaker system, our engineers saying.
Jalen Abbott with a huge shot for St. John's on one end. 9 seconds to go on the clock. Raheem Ali on the other end. The point guard takes it down and stares it down between these two teams. Wow.
And then we got great players. And I mean, we have Morcell and Lewis that if you're a basketball junkie, you probably know about. But we're seeing Ali step up for Poly. We're seeing Amani Walker with great defense. Raymond English, a spark plug off the bench. So I'm sure teams like Morgan or Taos, the boats. It's going to be a fun overtime. 4 minutes of extra ball.
4 minutes of extra ball. Here's the players on the court for Johns. We've got Darius Maddox, Ishmael Leggett, John Manzi Wilson, Jalen Abbott, and KC Morrison. Excuse me. Sorry,
yeah, it's understandable. I know you don't have a voice.
I don't have a voice. Oh, boy. Woo! What a game.
Oh, good hands.
Deflection. Great hands by St. John's.
St. John's has a little student section now.
They do. They do. All right, here we go. St. John's. Jalen Abbott hit the big three with the pull-up jumper here. The fake.
Look at Abbott.
And he hits a jumper. Woo! You play 4 years. You've seen enough of those plays to hit a big shot.
Oh, great
Ali,
kick.
Ian Wallace for three. Whoa, and an even bigger shot, the three-pointer by Ian Wallace. The junior guard. Casey Morcell on the drive. Oh, great drive by Casey Morcell. We're going to see a highlight tape of this overtime, back to back to back.
You know, this game's on demand. This is going to be replayed so many times. High-level basketball right now in St. John's.
Baltimore versus D.C. St. John's versus Poly. Ali on the drive, no good. No legs on that.
No legs.
And we got a jump ball. We get a jump ball out of it. Oh, but it's still St. John's ball. Okay. That was risky for Raheem Ali. Could have got a foul on that. Looks like he may have injured himself a little bit, like he's pulling his hamstring.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
He's not coming out.
It's
like, nah, coach, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, we got a 3-2 zone by Baltimore Poly. We got some security over there by the student section. Some of the girls basketball team over there jumping up and down. All right, here we go. Morcell, 2 minutes to go. In this game, Jalen Abbott with the step-back jumper.
He's feeling himself.
No English.
Great,
we got a
great
rebound
hustle.
by St. John's.
Uh-oh.
Thought Manzi was going to pull that three-pointer. He's trapped.
Smart.
And the steal, great defensive play by Justin Lewis in midair to bounce it off of the St. John's player, Ishmael Leggett. Need some tea and honey and lemon after this. All right, here we go. Baltimore Poly down one. Raheem Ali with the ball in his hand. Over to Amani Walker. Oh, Monty Walker, they're trying to get it to Justin Lewis. Justin Lewis thought about a three, thought better of it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. What you going to do, Baltimore Poly? The drive and pull back by Ali. Off the mark there. And it's St. John's ball. Not a good shot for Ali. The shot clock's winding down, though.
Yeah.
You know, what else are you going to do?
Didn't really. I thought Justin was open.
I thought he was very timid.
But, yeah, I think he's not made a lot, so I think he was tentative on that shot and put it back down. I thought the best choice was to shoot it right there.
So we're in overtime. Got an extra quarter of basketball here. No more than basketball at St. John's Invitational. First annual tournament. The best game so far. St. John's and Baltimore Poly to end this great tournament. The three-pointer off the mark for Maddox, and Baltimore Poly going the other way. 1 minute to go in the game. Down one. Baltimore Poly with the ball. Ali on the drive.
Great
Kicks
kick.
It out to Justin.
Another.
He thinks better of a three. Gets it back to Ian Wallace for three. Off the mark. Justin Lewis trying to get the rebound. And oh, wow, what a save by Leggett on the rebound.
People are – Abbott can barely get across half court.
14-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and St. John's has the ball in a 1-point lead.
Hey, these kids have given their all, man.
A full timeout by St. John's. Start to finish, gets a little testy.
Yep, but nothing too dirty, nothing too malicious.
Dirty.
Just a spirit of competition, and the refs have in overtime.
All right, here we go, folks. 38 seconds left to go in the game. 24 seconds on the shot clock. St. John's with the ball and the lead. Let's see what they do here. Man-to-man defense for Baltimore Poly. Baltimore Poly fans chanting defense.
Okay, here you go.
With the ball.
Oh, Marcel wanted it on the post.
10 seconds. Going to dribble out the clock. Leggett on the drive. A little out of control. A tip ball. And they're going to give the ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock to St. John's. 17 seconds to go on the game clock. All right, we got Justin Lewis guarding the ball.
Yes, his long arms.
Tallest, most talented player on the court. He's got football pads under his legs. Like a wide receiver. Oh, great defense. Great defense. And we got a timeout by St. John's. Oh, I don't know. Justin thought he got that 5-second violation.
Now we have a discussion to see timeouts.
Okay.
But yeah, we're good. I think St. John's has no more timeouts.
Justin's trying something there. Last time he gave a little dap to the ref. Jimmy Butler. Maybe he's a little more smoother than Jimmy Butler. Let's see how smooth these last 3 seconds go on this shot clock for St. John's, trying to get the ball in bounds. They had to call a timeout last time. They get in bounds.
Oh.
KC Morcell. Oh, in and out on a three. Oh, the tip's no good. For St. John's, they get the rebound. We got a foul.
Oh, great.
And we got a foul. Wilson will go to the line. Wilson. Wait, wrong sport. Wait, whoa. So, all right, let's see what happens.
Yeah, not in the bonus.
No shot clock, not in the bonus. 11 seconds to go. So they're going to have to foul here and keep fouling in order to get the ball back unless they get a turnover. No foul. They're just going to trap.
Oh, he stepped out.
On the line.
He stepped out.
He stepped out. Wow. So 7 seconds to go on the clock. Oh, we got a little activity here. Oh, a little activity still.
I like that
Wilson's mad. Wilson and Abbott are getting into it. Teammates getting into it. And then down by the baseline, Leggett's getting into it with Amani Walker.
I like the ref to say, yo, guys, I don't want to call a tech. Just separate, go to your benches.
Yeah.
We got 7 seconds, and let's decide it on the court without doing
We don't have enough cameras. Ed's only one camera. He can't watch what's happening between teammates at half court and on the baseline between Poly and St. John's.
It has been a lot of talking.
All right, so what do you think after this? Full court press on defense, or you want to set up the defense?
I
for
think they're going to set up the defense. I haven't seen them do it. Maybe you do a little ball pressure with maybe, let's say, Wilson. Maybe have Wilson do ball pressure, but everybody else will be in the half court. Just to run some time before they get over there, get a harder shot with less time on the game clock.
It's a slim chance that this is going to another overtime. It's only a 1-point game for St. John's. You never know.
Buffalo Wild Wings is open somewhere, and somebody's hitting that button.
Last chance for Baltimore Poly to win the game. That's actually what does it, too. You don't have to keep lifting your hands up. Justin Lewis got to put his hands up all the time. Come on, man. Ain't nobody touching
ready.
you. All right, here we go. 7 seconds to go. Raheem Ali hit a big three-pointer to send it to overtime. Let's see what happens here. 2, 1.
Oh!
Raheem Ali and Baltimore Poly are going back to Charm City with the W. Big reverse layup for Raheem Ali as his teammates in the crowd jump on him. They are so happy at Baltimore Poly. They lose the game, the girls lose to St. John's, and the boys come back and defend Charm City and get the win 59-58. St. John's at home, a tough loss for them. I feel for them, 2 straight games. They have lost a heartbreaker. That's got to be tough for the Cadets. But I tell you what, you know who won this game? I'll tell you who won this game. The engineer. Engineered an overtime win by 1. Yannick. This has been some great basketball here on Monumental Sports Network.
Yeah, I was shocked that they let Ali get just such a free release on the inbound and then up the court. It really wasn't really contested until he got into the paint and he was able to get the reverse layup. It was a tough shot.
Yes,
but
it was.
I mean, nobody really stopped the ball. Nobody really tried to get him to take more time off the clock. I guess they thought he was going to dish it off to somebody else, but he took it himself, and he got us into overtime, and he wins the game for Poly.
Coach Brand talked about how amazing his point guard, Raheem Ali, has been for this team, them winning back-to-back championships, state championships. He played with such heart and such a big game for Raheem Ali and Baltimore Poly. All right, that'll do it here from Monumental Sports Network. It's the first annual More Than Basketball St. John's Invitational. Casey Morcell with 24 points gets the MVP award for St. John. How about that? The entire team on the court taking a picture as Raheem Ali is the MVP. All right, I'm officially signing off here from Hill. Jaboke Davis saying,